Have you ever felt unusually winded or dizzy after a bit of exercising, thinking it's just part of getting older? If you're over 60, that moment could actually be your heart sending a subtle signal for help. In today's video, I am revealing 3 fitness habits that seniors must stop doing now to avoid unnecessary strain on their heart. I'll show you how these habits impact your cardiovascular system, what the science says, and how to safely modify your workouts for lifelong strength. According to the American Heart Association, adults over 65 account for more than half of all hospitalizations from heart attacks in the US, and many of those cases occur during or shortly after physical activity. The surprising part? It's not always because they exercise too little sometimes, it's because they exercise the wrong way. That's right. Certain common fitness habits, like skipping warm-ups or pushing through chest pain, can silently raise your risk of cardiac arrest, even if you feel otherwise healthy. And it's not about scaring you away from movement. Quite the opposite. Staying active is one of the best things you can do to protect your heart as you age, but it has to be done wisely. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Golden Aging Health, your trusted guide for safe, science-backed health tips tailored for seniors. Now, let's begin with the first habit, a mistake that could put your heart in danger after 60: jumping straight into high-intensity workouts without proper build-up. Habit number 1. Sudden high-intensity workouts. Many seniors say things like, "I used to run 5 miles a day," or "Let me push myself a little harder today." Maybe it's a burst of motivation after a health scare, a New Year's resolution, or just the desire to feel strong again. But here's the danger. Suddenly jumping into high-intensity workouts, especially without building up gradually, can put serious strain on an aging heart. Your heart, like any muscle, adapts more slowly with age. Pushing it too hard, too fast can trigger arrhythmias, elevated blood pressure, or even a cardiac event. According to the American Heart Association, intense physical exertion is one of the leading triggers of heart attacks in adults over 60, particularly if they have underlying conditions like high cholesterol or hypertension. Over time, this kind of overexertion doesn't build strength, it builds silent stress on your cardiovascular system. According to Harvard Health, when older adults suddenly engage in strenuous activity like sprinting, heavy lifting, or intense HIIT workouts without gradual conditioning, it can trigger abnormal heart rhythms, spikes in blood pressure, or even heart attacks. Meet Tom, a 69-year-old retired firefighter from Florida. Tom was strong most of his life, a real action guy. After a year of being mostly sedentary during the pandemic, he decided to get back in shape with a YouTube bootcamp workout. It started with jumping jacks, mountain climbers, and burpees. 10 minutes in, Tom felt a sudden tightness in his chest, shortness of breath, and dizziness. He paused, thinking he was just winded, but it didn't go away. His wife called 911. At the hospital, they diagnosed him with unstable angina, a warning sign that the heart isn't getting enough oxygen, and it could have progressed to a heart attack if he hadn't stopped when he did. This doesn't mean seniors can't work out intensely, but it must be built up gradually, and only with a doctor's clearance. So, what can you do instead? Here are 3 safe strategies for seniors who want to exercise without risking heart strain. Start slow and steady. Begin with low-impact movements like brisk walking, gentle cycling, or water aerobics. The key is consistency, not intensity. Use the talk test. During exercise, you should be able to carry on a conversation without gasping for air. If you can't say more than a few words at a time, slow down. Listen to your body. Never push through symptoms like chest discomfort, sudden fatigue, nausea, or lightheadedness. These could be signs of heart distress. Tried to get back to exercise too quickly and paid the price? Tell us what happened in the comments. Your story, could help another senior stay safe. Coming up in the next section, I'll uncover a simple but often ignored habit, but that could be silently stressing your heart and muscles every time you move. Habit number 2. Skipping warm-ups or cool-downs. You might think, I'm just walking, I don't need to warm up, right? But here's the truth. Skipping your warm-up or cool-down is like asking your heart to sprint before it's even readier to slam on the brakes while still in high gear. And for seniors over 60, that sudden change in pace can cause more harm than you'd expect. Let me tell you about Jim, 73, retired accountant, creature of habit. Zipped up his jacket, slipped on his sneakers, and headed out for his daily 3-mile walk. He'd been doing it for years. Same route, same time, same pace. But that morning, he glanced at the sky and noticed the clouds darkening fast. Not wanting to get caught in the rain, Jim made a quick decision, skipped the warm-up, and hit the pavement at full speed. At first it felt fine, a little stiff maybe, but about 5 minutes in, his chest felt tight. His heart was racing faster than usual. His legs wobbled slightly. He brushed it off. I'm just cold, he thought. But then, as he paused at a bench to catch his breath, the world tilted. Everything went dark. Jim woke up in an ambulance, confused, shaken, scared. The paramedics told him he had briefly lost consciousness, and at the hospital, the doctor explained the sudden spike in heart rate and blood pressure, without a gradual warm-up, had triggered exercise-induced arrhythmia, irregular heartbeat, that can lead to fainting, or worse. Unfortunately, Jim's story isn't rare. According to the American Heart Association, a proper warm-up gradually raises your heart rate and prepares your circulatory system for activity, reducing the risk of angina, irregular heartbeat, or even a cardiac event. And cooling down allows your blood pressure and heart rate to return to normal gradually, preventing dizziness, blood pooling, or fainting. How do you protect your heart like Jim now does? Warm up. Start with 5-10 minutes of low-intensity movement like shoulder rolls, slow marching in place, or arm circles. Gradually increase speed. Cool down. End your session with slower-paced movement, then finish with gentle stretches, especially for your calves, hamstrings, and back. Breathe deeply. Controlled breathing helps bring down your heart rate and reduce stress hormones. Keep watching to uncover more everyday fitness habits that could silently strain your heart, especially after 60. And if you know someone who's recently started exercising or feels more tired than usual, share this video with them. One small adjustment today could protect them from a major health scare tomorrow. The final habit might seem like a harmless part of your usual workout, but it could be quietly stressing your heart. Don't miss it. Habit number 3. Ignoring warning signs during exercise. Feeling lightheaded, unusually winded, or sensing chest discomfort during a walk might seem minor, but brushing it off could be a silent warning your heart doesn't want you to ignore. For seniors over 60, ignoring these subtle signs can turn an ordinary workout into a medical emergency. Let's take a closer look at why. As we age, the heart muscle may become less efficient at pumping blood, especially if there's underlying disease or untreated high blood pressure. According to Harvard Health Publishing, older adults are more likely to experience atypical signs of heart distress during exercise, including nausea, unusual fatigue, jaw or neck tightness, or even just feeling off. And here's the critical part. Those symptoms may appear before a full-blown heart attack. I'll never forget what happened to a lady I spoke with recently. Dolores, a 74-year-old retired librarian from Ohio. She loved her twice-weekly Zumba Gold class. But one morning, during a light routine, she felt slightly dizzy and short of breath. Instead of stopping, she slowed down and told herself it was just from having a lighter breakfast. By the time class ended, she was pale and shaky, Her instructor called 911. At the hospital, tests revealed mild myocardial ischemia, temporary lack of blood flow to the heart. The doctors told her she'd narrowly avoided a heart attack. Her only mistake? Ignoring her body's early warning signals. After recovery, Dolores said, "I didn't know those little symptoms meant anything. Now I listen to every twinge." And she's not alone. In fact, what happened to her mirrors a growing concern in the medical community. A landmark study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society revealed that nearly 45% of older adults who suffered heart attacks experienced subtle, atypical symptoms in the hours or days beforehand, things like mild fatigue, indigestion, or unusual sleepiness. But here's the alarming part. Most of them didn't recognize these signs as serious, and many chose not to seek help. Pay close attention to these red flags. Unusual shortness of breath, especially if it's new or worsens during light activity. Lightheadedness or sudden fatigue. Discomfort in the chest, jaw, back, or arms. Nausea, cold sweat, or a sense of anxiety. A sudden drop in performance. You feel much more tired than usual for the same effort. And if you ever feel these, stop exercising immediately. Sit down, breathe deeply, and if symptoms persist, call 911. Still pushing through your workouts even when your body's sending warning signs? Drop the word alert in the comments if that sounds like you. Your experience might help another senior recognize when it's time to pause and protect their heart before it's too late. Let's quickly recap the 3 dangerous fitness habits seniors over 60 should stop now to protect their heart and reduce the risk of a sudden heart attack. Jumping into high-intensity workouts, skipping warm-ups and cool-downs, ignoring chest pain, dizziness, or fatigue during exercise. They might seem like small mistakes, but in older adults, these can quietly trigger irregular heart rhythms, raise blood pressure too fast, or even set off a cardiac event. The good news? Staying safe doesn't mean giving up on fitness, it just means being smart about it. Start slow, check in with your doctor, and listen to your body every step of the way. Was this helpful? Then go ahead, tap the like button and subscribe to Golden Aging Health for weekly insights tailored to help seniors move safely, age confidently, and stay heart strong for years to come. And please share this video with someone you care about. A simple reminder today could help them avoid a serious emergency tomorrow. Want to keep learning how to protect your heart through the years? Check out our stroke and heart attack playlist linked below. It's packed with friendly, science-based tips to help you keep moving safely one habit at a time. Thanks for watching, stay well, stay active, and we'll see you in the next video.